I'm Bob Ward. Lately, there's been a lot of talk about the possibility that an active serial killer might be on the loose in New England. You've probably seen the posts in your news feeds, or you've come across coverage in mainstream media. There's no question New England serial killer talk has grown into something of a phenomenon, but we're asking if there's anything to it. In the beginning of March, online sleuths were the first to pick up on a dark trend. They noticed bodies turning up all across southern New England. And as each body was discovered, membership in the private Facebook discussion group New England SK soared. Here, members openly discussed the possibility that some or all of the bodies recently discovered throughout Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts might be the work of a serial killer. The speculation growing so loud, law enforcement responded. In Framingham, where a body was found on April 10th, the DA said, information gathered at the scene does not indicate foul play. In Springfield, where a 45-year-old woman's body was found in late April, the DA said, unverified claims can compromise active investigations. At this time, there is no indication that these incidents are connected to each other, or are they part of a larger public safety threat. We have law enforcement saying there is no serial killer, yet people are still thinking that there might be a serial killer out there.
They want to believe, and social media backs it up.
David Richard is a professor of public relations at Emerson College. He's not surprised that concern over an unconfirmed potential New England serial killer is spreading like wildfire.
We almost kind of want there to be something like this because, in a way, the news and social media have merged together and it's become infotainment for us.
New England has long had a fascination with serial killers. In the 1960s, it was the Boston Strangler case. In the early 90s, the still unsolved New Bedford highway murders attracted national attention.
The FBI gives the definition of a serial killer when there are 3 or more in a period of time. By that definition, if these 3 are related, then that's what we're looking at.
More recently, law enforcement focused on a string of unsolved murders of women from the Maine South area of Worcester. But what about now? Why are people focusing on these New England cases?
It's exciting for them, unfortunately. I think it's exciting for them to think that there is, because it's something that is that water cooler talk, right? The things that we used to do standing, at the coffee machine at work, now we're doing that in Facebook groups.
Angel Wood hosts the podcast Crime of the Truest Kind. She's skeptical about the possibility of a current New England serial killer, and she hopes the discussion may soon turn towards the victims and their families in other unresolved cases.
I feel like it's good that people are looking at these cases because these cases need more attention. But I'm always thinking about the families and how this is going to impact them.
My sources in the law enforcement community tell me these latest cases in New England are isolated and are most likely not the work of a serial killer. But as we've seen, interest in these cases remains high and people will always be watching. I'm Bob Ward for your local station, Boston 25 News.